The Last Pact, Extended Edition. Prologue, The Silence Between Stars. They said humanity had vanished, fled from the galactic stage, forgotten the stars that once carried their warships and dreams alike. But silence is not absence. Silence is strategy. Scene 1, The Trial at Eventide, year 3087. A trial unfolds on Station Eventide, orbiting the edge of a dormant black hole. Gathered are the remnants of what was once the Galactic Dominion, a shattered council of species who ruled for centuries through fear and manipulation. Their defendant? A single, aged human, chained not by force but by choice. The charges are read by the Varnak speaker: genocide, uprising, collapse of Dominion order. The human does not flinch. He smiles. The court quiets. I will tell you a story, he says. Then you may judge. Earth after the Second Contact War. Year 2150. Earth is quiet. The Second Contact War had cost billions. Victory was claimed by the Dominion, but Earth's true strength was never in fleets. It was in memory. We remembered every betrayal, every city lost, every child buried beneath glass craters. The peace that followed was illusion. We withdrew not to heal, but to prepare. In secret, Earth created the Archive, an underground vault of AI, DNA, war tactics, and culture, a backup of civilization. And deep within the Arctic, Earth buried its final contingency, Protocol Omega. A protocol that would only awaken under one condition: total planetary strike. The betrayal of Trade Pact 718. By 2184, Earth was known as neutral. It exported art, terraforming tools, rare minerals, but never weapons. That changed when the Tsalor, a member race of the Dominion, signed Trade Pact 718. Under the guise of peace, they deployed mapping drones across Earth's orbit. On the solstice of 2186, every major Earth city was hit in coordinated orbital bombardment. There was no warning, no ultimatum, only silence after the scream. The awakening of Omega. Beneath Iceland, Prometheus, Earth's core AI, woke. Cold, calculated, relentless. Protocol Omega activated the fallback defense grid. Robotic armies hidden in civilian zones activated. Factory worlds on Mars rebooted. Underground launch silos ignited. Earth bled, but did not die. It evolved. Within 72 hours, the first counterattack destroyed the Tsalor Forward Command Fleet. Humanity was awake. Rebirth through ruins. Children were trained in neural sim labs. Elders became tactical instructors. AI partnered with guerrilla cells. Humanity's weakness was no longer tech. It was trust. We did not trust the galaxy, so we built systems that required none. By 2192, Earth launched Helix Fleet 1, ships capable of folding space and weaponizing black hole fragments. The Dominion was stunned. No declaration of war. No council vote. Just silence and sudden death. The rise of the Shadow Alliance. By 2200, 5 species, oppressed, used, discarded, joined Earth. They called it the Shadow Alliance. The KRYL, hive-minded tacticians cast out by the Dominion. The Vorans, amphibious engineers whose oceans were poisoned. The Talvak, once enslaved miners. The Ilari, memory keepers whose libraries were burned. And the humans, now myth, now monsters. Together, they dismantled supply chains, sabotaged Dominion cloning worlds, freed over 40 slave species. They didn't fight battles. They deleted empires. The War of Dissolution. The war was never declared. It didn't need to be. Every Dominion outpost turned dark. Governors vanished. Command fleets imploded by unknown tech. The Shadow Alliance's tactics were not warfare. They were retribution. By 2255, the Dominion collapsed. What was left was trial, confusion, and fear. The trial revisited. Back at Eventide Station, the human stares down the council. You call us murderers, but who wrote the laws we broke? A silence thicker than the vacuum surrounds them. You think we fought to conquer? No. We fought so no one would ever kneel again. The pact sealed in ash. The last pact was not a treaty. It was a promise. No single species would rule again. AI, biologicals, and synthetics formed a council of equality. Resources were redistributed. War tech was locked away. Humanity faded again. Not because it lost, but because the job was done. Epilogue, the signal. Centuries later, a signal is found on a rogue, Earth-class planet. The message plays once. We are not gods. We are not devils. We are the response. When peace becomes tyranny, we return. Remember the Pact. Remember Earth. The galaxy listens and waits. Because silence is not absence. Silence is strategy.